Hello, my name is Seiji Brock, and I will be talking to you about the sexualization of women in media. My thesis is that the sexualization of women in the media is very harmful to our society, especially to women. I will be talking more about how it impacts our society and women in later slides. This trend of sexualization of women in the media is also rapidly growing, making our society hypersexualized and making it the norm. The lens that I'm using to analyze this problem is socialist feminism. Socialist feminism mainly looks at how women are oppressed through capitalism, or consumerism in this case, and patriarchy. This topic is very important for a number of different reasons. The sexualization of women in the media is harmful to our society, mainly targeting women. Through this presentation, I will be describing how the sexualization of women in media leads to increasing sexual harassment, increasing body dissatisfaction and lowering self-esteem, increasing consumerism, and how it's degrading to women. Also, this trend is rapidly increasing through our media, as you have probably experienced it firsthand, watching over-sexualized commercials and movies. The first main point is that according to my sociology class, 6 companies own about 90% of the media we watch. These 6 companies are Comcast, News Corp, Disney, Viacom, Time Warner, and CBS. Some things that they own are CNN, HBO, Time, Warner Brothers, Showtime, NFL, 60 Minutes, ABC, ESPN, Pixar, Miramax, Marvel Studios, MTV, Nick Jr., Paramount Pictures, Fox, Wall Street Journal, New York Post, NBC, and Universal Pictures. As you can see, most of the media we watch and hear about comes from these 6 companies, and since they pretty much own the media, they get to set societal norms like our beauty standard. Also, about 200 media executives control the diet and exercise programs for over 250 million Americans, which is over 78% of all Americans. These select few get to dictate and control our information for diet and exercise. So these big corporations and highly powerful media executives gain revenues and powers at the expense of our society, mainly women. According to Galdi and colleagues, Study 1 showed that men exposed to objectifying TV reported greater proclivity to engage in sexual coercion and manifested more gender-harassing behavior than participants in other conditions. This shows that sexualization of women in media leads to sexual harassment and coercion of women. This is most likely due to the fact that these women portrayed in media are often promiscuous, easy, and normalizes the idea of easy sex. Men most likely generalize these ideas from the media to everyday women, leading to cause them to commit sexual harassment. They think this is wanted and will go somewhere, like in the movies and commercials, but this isn't true. This leads us to a hypersexualized society where this harassment is becoming more prevalent and looked at like it's not a big deal. As Perloff states, as will be discussed, social media use leads to increased body dissatisfaction and negative affective reactions. A feedback loop ensues. This states that social media leads to increased body dissatisfaction and increase in negative affective reactions. Some of these reactions are dieting, sometimes to the extreme of eating disorders, which are very harmful and sometimes fatal, and consumerism, which are buying cosmetics and sometimes cosmetic surgeries. Here's an example of how the media sets the beauty standard or the perfect body and how to achieve it through diet and exercise. This increased consumerism benefits those companies selling those cosmetic products and makes them more wealthy and powerful. As you can see, it says a body for every body, but all of the models have the exact same body type, which is slender and tall. According to Van Wessenbeck, the APA task force generalizes all sexual media images to portray feminine submissiveness and to promote harmful beauty ideals. This shows that the sexualization of women in media is harmful to women by making them submissive to men, which promotes patriarchy. Also, commercials are more rapidly using only woman body parts, not the whole woman themselves. Here's an example of how a woman is being over-sexualized for a product. As you can see, her body was just used only as a means, and even in the song, one of the lyrics was, "Smack my bitch up." This also shows how the male is being dominant and the female is being submissive. In conclusion, media executives control and maintain their power through setting the ridiculous beauty standard that is impossible to achieve, leading to increased consumerism due to body dissatisfaction from this beauty standard, which in turn makes the executives more wealthy and powerful, which reinforces their behavior to further increase the sexualization of women in our media today. Thank you very much.